Hi, everybody. So I'm going to be reacting to No More Live Streams by Foodie Beauty. And let me say before I start this is about to be transformative. I'm about to be putting my opinion over this. So this is a transformative video within the terms of YouTube's terms of service, because even though she says she's changed, she'll probably still be trying to strike reaction channels. She's just going to put inshallah at the end of the strike, okay? So I'm going to watch this. I've already watched it on a few other people's reaction channel. I just had to put my opinion up here. So let's start watching now.
Hi, marhaba. Welcome back to another video. So as you can see, this is a video. I think...
Yeah. Wait a minute. And now I've got to give her flowers. That face is beat to completion. To completion. That face is beat. She can beat her face, and I'll give her that. Filters on bump. Okay, I'll give her that part.
You've heard me say many times on my channel, guys, the following words. Changes happen so fast for me. Sometimes you meet the love of your life when you least expect it. Things happen for a reason. So, I just want...
The love of her life. Okay, now, the first day I watched this whole transformation hijab arc, you can look at my previous video. I said she's doing this for views. It might be for natter. I still believe that, but I also believe that she's talking to somebody. She's under the influence of somebody or something, okay? Because this is not normal. The whole voice change, she's talking like, it doesn't sound like her. Like she's got the, what do they call it? The low BMI voice. I wouldn't even call it that. It's weird. Like, let's just watch.
I want to say I don't expect people to understand my journey right now. And that's totally normal because you're not living it. And I am the one living it. So that makes total sense. Yes. So the topic of today's video is going to probably upset a lot, if not all, of my Beezers. I will not be doing live streams anymore. I will be going to a recorded video format from now on.
That's not going to work. That's because that's going to drop her income. And if she does try that, she's going to be sorry. Furthermore, her whole social network is online. See, when Foodie Beauty says she's not doing live streams, that might be different than a different YouTuber that has a social network outside of YouTube. This is her whole social network, pretty much. So how is she going to interact? These people are her friends, you know what I mean? Not like, but y'all know what I mean. These people, she's formed bonds and relationships with these folks online. How is she going to get through a day? Who is she going to talk to?
I think this will be better for me, and I've had a lot of time to think about it. I want to say thank you to those of you who have been supportive to me anyways, regardless of any stage of my life that I've been going through, whether it's been difficult to watch, to support me. I understand that. And that brings me to why I want to do more.
She almost sounds, excuse me, and again, I want to say it kind of feels fake. No, it doesn't kind of feel fake. It feels fake as fuck, excuse me. But it kind of feels like, what I meant to say, like she's been brainwashed or something. Like first I thought, oh, this is for views or something. You know, I still think it's that, but it's also giving me brainwashed vibes. Like it's giving me very much like we gonna see her in some shit like Not Without My Daughter tease. Like, I don't know what to think now. The first time I watched it was funny. Now it's almost kind of concerning. The voice change. excuse me, you guys, the voice change, the just everything. Like, real change doesn't happen overnight.
Or recorded videos instead of live streams. Doing the live streams and doing them so often is really compromising my privacy, and it is actually taking a toll on my mental health. When I was in therapy, my therapist did mention this to me, that comments and constant negativity might be affecting me in ways that I don't realize.
Oh, by the way, the comments for this video on her page are turned off.
And I think that has manifested itself in anger rages and so on and so forth, that you have seen that I'm so infamous for. I will say that that will not be happening anymore. I will be turning a new leaf. I'm trying really hard. I have been talking about it for years, and finally, today I wake up and I'm ready to do it. And that's just how I operate.
The infamous left hand is still there, though.
Actually really serious about being very respectful to the culture. This is still very, very new for me, and I really appreciate your patience. And if I do anything to disrespect any culture or religion, please know I do not do it with intention, and I really apologize if it is a result of my ignorance in any way. I will do a video on my beliefs on the hijab and dressing moderately in another video. But overall, as you will see, there won't be too many changes. That you probably won't miss the things that I will be changing. And if you do, well, maybe you really didn't want the best for me in the first place. But again,
listen, I can already say that I miss the old Chantal. And I know that sounds crazy, but hear me out. I would rather see her. I don't want to see her rage. Don't get me wrong. I want to see her do better for herself 100%. But I would, if this is going to be the alternative, I would rather see her rage. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, I would rather see her cuss people out in the VIB section than to do this shit. Because this feels fake, forced, phony, and like somebody done brainwashed her, or like she's doing it for views. Drop your comments below and tell me your opinions on this. I just feel like this is fake. I don't like it. It seems overnight. It almost feels like somebody is brainwashing her. Like, it feels weird. I like people who are authentically themselves. As long as you're not hurting others, which was always my problem with her. But at the same time, I would rather, like, the stuff she did before, which was actually just a few days ago, the raging, the eating, whatever, typical Foodie, it was authentically her. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, I like people who are true to themselves. This is fake. And to be honest with you, it's fucking weird. Like, she could have made positive changes without doing this shit. Like, when she went to the park and she was walking around with Pete's, and the time she rolled down the hill, like those, and they went to the pumpkin patch. Those were funny, fun times. When she went out with her aunt the other day, she was doing positive stuff, but it didn't feel fake. This feels so weird. It's actually a little uncomfortable to watch. Not even just because, it's offensive to some people. It's not offending me. I just think it's stupid. But not just because it's possibly offensive, but just because it's coming off very strange. Like, I pick up on energies, and the energy from this is strange to me.
And this is all about what I want for my life. It always has been, and it always will remain that way. I feel like you guys will think maybe this video looks a lot rehearsed. It is a little more rehearsed than my usual content. So at first it will be weird and take some time to get used to. But at the same time, I want to start doing things with more intention. And I think this is actually really good for me. I feel good. I don't feel oppressed in any way. I feel absolutely like I'm making a right choice.
like I said, I've seen this video before, and that part stuck out to me. Why say I don't feel oppressed? I guess because people automatically assume when you're a Muslim woman practicing Islam, you're automatically oppressed or something like that. But it just, I don't know, that just kind of stuck out to me. It was like, why even throw that in? That's an odd thing to throw in. Like, hey, I don't feel oppressed. Like, blink if you're okay. That's what this is giving me.
So yes, this is going to be a very different Foodie Beauty for you guys, but at the same time, I hope that it's one that you will welcome with open arms, and we will have a lot of fun. Again, I think this is really good for my mental health and for my privacy, and it is time for me to start making these changes that I talk so much to death about with you guys, and you're frustrated for me, and so here you go. I actually like how I look more like this covered up than with everything hanging out for the world to see. I feel like I'm respecting myself more.
Y'all can skip this. I'm sorry about this. I hate this song. Sorry about that.
So, I hope you guys understand that I don't expect everyone to agree with it. We don't have to agree with one another on our viewpoints. We're not expected to, but again, please be respectful of one another. Now, my plan is to have, as I'm a Canadian, have a homestead here, and I will never forget about Pete's and my cats. So I'm planning on dealing with the move, getting all settled in and everything like that. And then possibly in the future, I'm not sure exactly when, one day you will see me in a video where I'm already in another country. But I am not planning on moving to another country, just taking up and packing up and leaving my whole life behind here and my whole existence here, forgetting about who I am as a person. That's completely not my goal. And
do y'all see my face? I don't know what to say. She gonna fuck around. Okay, how can I say this? Because I want to keep it PC. Certain people think they can go to other countries, especially countries like Kuwait and whatnot, and just going, oh, Church will be fine, la, 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 and your ass end up not coming back. Or if you do come back, you done got scammed because you went in there naive and green. Or you get a culted worst case scenario, well, the least worst case scenario, and out of those three, you end up getting a bad culture shock. Do y'all think she's really going to move? I really don't think she's going to move over there. I could see her maybe visiting or something like that, but I hope if she go over there and visit, she makes her way back. I hope she don't get scammed or something bad happen, because she sounds like, when she deals with men, she is very naive, green, and you'll forgive the expression, stupid. Don't go up in these countries you don't know nothing about. She's lived in a Western culture her whole life, in a very liberal society. To me, more liberal than the United States, Canada, country. And she wants to go over to Kuwait. I still think most of this is for views. I really do. But the way she's talking in that voice, it's just something about it that weirds me out. That voice is just, It gives me that she's doing this for a man and not herself.
And I think people who truly know me know that. I realize in Canada here, I have so many responsibilities to my loved ones, to my family, to you guys. And honestly, let's just be honest. You guys know, if we actually do bees overseas, it is going to be tip-top quality content. I hope that you guys are excited with me in this, because I'm so excited. There's so many things to do, and I feel like, we can go to cinema, we can explore the different landmarks, the history, the food, the culture, everything about it. And it's going to be such a wonderful experience. And going forward, I just feel super excited about life. And these changes have come really fast for me too. My head is spinning as well. And it's going to be what's good for me. And at the end of the day, that's what I always need to try to do. Do I always do that? No, absolutely not. At the time, do I think that's the best decision for me? Yes. So what to expect going forward? I think that I will be doing more videos, more vlogs, as I said, and those will consist of
I just had to look something up on the computer. I typed in, can women walk alone in Kuwait? Because, in some of them countries, you got to have a male companion. And listen, no disrespect to anybody out there, but I ain't going to no place where I got to have a bitch walk with me like I'm 5 years old. I ain't for none of that shit. I'm too independent. If I have someone walking with me, it's going to be by choice, not because I have to have a companion like I don't have good sense in my head. So this says, I just put, can women walk alone in Kuwait? It says, in general, you don't have to wear hijab in Kuwait. Okay, that is not what I was looking for. I just like to know different little things here. We're just doing a little sidebar here. It says women should avoid walking alone in isolated areas at night. Well, God, that's anybody, anywhere, hell, man or woman. I can't really find it, but I'm going to let y'all listen to her while I look for it.
A variety of different things, talking about different things, doing different things is my goal. I would like to really talk about different things about my life, but not be so personal. My personal relationships with people, everything inappropriate to talk about that's very, very private, very, very taboo, which is what you are used to seeing with me. So I realize this is going to be a very, very drastic change, and it's going to take a lot of time to adjust to it. But again, people have a right to choose how they want to live. I have a right to choose how I want to live. And for me, this is just what feels right now. And I am super excited for this new adventure, a new life, a new love. Hi, Sam. And I hope you all are too.
Yes, you can walk alone there. So the way she said hi, Sam, was even creepy. Just in time for Halloween, y'all. And what happened to Vlogtober? Is this part of Vlogtober? Is she not doing Vlogtober anymore? I don't know.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do with my memberships. I am thinking about that, and I will update you further. Because it is not live streams, I understand if you want to stop your membership. I am planning on finding another use for them, maybe some extra content that is members only, so that way they will be private and only members will be able to access them. And I would ask that you please respect that. Otherwise, I will have to try to...
I'm sorry to break in. It says, although a Middle Eastern country, Kuwait is one of the Arab nations that is least restrictive towards women. But the fact that these things pop up in people's head and we even have to look this up is a problem for me. The fact that that's even associated. I'm having issues over here in the United States with the recent repeal of Roe v. Wade. I'm like, whoa, I got to back up from them too. I don't like restrictions because I'm a free bird. You understand what I'm saying? So I just want to give my little 2 cents. Okay, let's turn her back on.
Go to other venues to protect myself, which I don't want to do. So I already have enough on my plate, as you all know. So going forward, I know the changes are going to be so drastic for my content. But again, for me in my life, anyway, I'm super happy. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.
Y'all, this is the most unbelievable thing. What the hell is she thinking? Please put your comments below. I didn't too much say anything at the end. I was looking up some stuff about Kuwait. It has one of the most interesting skylines that I think I've seen. I love skylines. That's a side note. The Kuwaiti skyline is so interesting. But anyway, please put your comments below. I personally still think this is a bunch of bullshit, but you know, if she wants to visit, I think that's okay. But all this, like getting involved with this, all this getting involved